An army barrack had four soldiers guarding a concrete slab in front of the barracks at all times. Many commanders came and went, but the tradition continued. Soldiers changing shifts guarding the slab. After 80 years, a new commander was assigned to the barracks. One of the things that he did was to ask why things were done the way they were. And when he asked why soldiers were guarding the slab, he was told, "We have always done it this way. This is our tradition. Our former commanders instructed us to do that." Well, the new commander was not satisfied with this answer. He was bent on to find out the reasons behind the practice. So he went to the archives to find out the answers, and he came across a document that had the explanation. The document was very old. It had instructions written by one of the retired commanders who had passed away. The new commander learned that over 80 years ago, the barracks had wanted a platform to be constructed where events could be performed. When the slab was laid, however, wild animals would walk over it at night before the slabs could dry. The next morning, the soldiers would fix it, but by the evening, the same thing would happen again. So the commander passed an order that four soldiers should guard the concrete slab for the next 3 weeks to allow it to dry properly. The following week, the commander got transferred to a different location to carry out different operations. So a new commander was brought in. The new commander found the routine and continued to enforce it without questioning. And then every other commander who came along did the same. Thus, 80 years later, soldiers were still guarding the concrete slab without asking any questions. This is really hilarious. An assignment that was ordinarily designed to last just 3 weeks was still being carried out without any rhyme and reasons. My dear friends, do you relate with this story? How many times have you asked questions if you do not understand a custom? Think about it. This is happening with each one of us. How many of us have dared to ask pertinent questions when in doubt? Do not relinquish your thought process to the control of others. One of the great writers of all time, Mr. Simon McCarthy, has stated, to lose your freedom of thought is to lose your dignity, your democracy, your own true selves. Don't lose yourself. Don't allow yourself to be indoctrinated. Nature really abhors vacuum. That is why you should have control over your thoughts. That will enable you to avoid the dictates and commands of ill elements who can ruin your life as well as your country and the whole world, in fact. Ask pertinent questions because it's very important. As a human being, you have a mental faculty, use it wisely. This is Gaurav Anand signing off until we meet again.